Tell me if this feels familiar. You walk into a room and it's like your sparkle fell off at the door. People keep talking. Eyes skim over you. You're there, but not seen. I know that feeling. I used to pretend I was fine with it. Then I discovered something you can switch on tonight, in heels or sneakers. An 8-count walk that turns heads without begging for attention. It isn't a trick. It's a rhythm. A secret heartbeat you wear. Darling, it's Marilyn. Not the poster, not the myth. The girl who learned to turn insecurity into perfume. Listen close. I'll give you the walk, but I'll also give you the soft armor underneath. The little rituals that hold you when the world looks away. Ready? Here's the first confession. Being adored doesn't erase doubt. I've walked onto stages feeling like a little ghost in a big dress. My knees were knocking. My smile did the heavy lifting. Then one night, someone told me, "Don't rush your entrance. Make them wait the length of a breath." That breath became a count. The count grew into a walk. And the walk? It changed everything. The 8-count walk begins before your foot even moves. Count 1 and 2 are inside. No one sees them. You inhale as if you're tasting the room. Your chin rests like a pearl on a cushion. Your shoulders melt down and back, a whisper of posture that lengthens your neck. On 3, your heel kisses the floor. Just a kiss, never a stomp. 4 is your weight arriving, like honey slipping into a glass. 5, your hips answer like a pendulum. Not a wiggle, just music. 6 is your gaze, steady, soft, never hunting, simply receiving. 7 is your pause, a half-second that says, "I belong here." 8 is the secret smile you keep for yourself, a spark behind your lips. Then you repeat. People won't know why they're looking. They'll just look. I practiced that in hallways, kitchens, and airplane aisles when no one was watching. The secret is time itself. Most women rush their rhythm because they're apologizing for taking up space. You don't apologize. You season the moment. You let your steps pour slowly, like champagne. Now, let me hand you something delicate. Presence isn't noise. It's gravity. You don't push people to see you. You invite them to ease into your orbit. One way I do that? The listening tilt. Everyone talks about how to speak. Few remember how to listen. Tilt your head a little toward the person. Let one shoulder relax lower than the other, like you're leaning into candlelight. Look from eye to eye, then their mouth, back to their eyes. Slowly, gently, like you're tracing a triangle. That rhythm tells them you're truly here. Suddenly, your presence deepens. They feel adored. People remember how you made them feel more than what you said. Be unforgettable by making them feel seen. Another confession. I used to laugh too loudly when I felt nervous, like a bell trying to drown out my fear. I learned to keep laughter effervescent, not explosive. The champagne rule: let your smile rise before your sound. A short, bubbly breath in, a soft laugh out, close to the chest, like clinking crystal, not crashing plates. Keep your hand near your collarbone when you laugh. Just a touch, not a clutch. It gathers your sparkle and keeps you grounded. When your laughter is gentle and warm, people lean in. They want more. Glamour starts long before makeup. It begins with temperature and light. I call this candlelight skin. Before an evening, I dim the room and stand near a lamp. I press moisture into my skin as if I'm pressing a secret into it. Then I add a whisper of glow to the high points. Collarbones, shoulders, the little crescent of the cheek. Not a glitter parade. Just dew. Candlelight loves dew. It makes your skin look like a promise you kept to yourself. You aren't trying to be perfect. You're trying to be alive. One more secret for keeping desire blooming, not burning out. I call it the mystery drawer. Everyone does the big confessions too soon. This is my entire heart. This is my entire past. This is my entire everything. Darling, mystery isn't lying. It's pacing. Keep one drawer in your heart closed a while. A private hobby. A corner you don't immediately explain. Tell a story without the final page, just yet. Let people earn the right to read more. The most magnetic women don't flood you with themselves. They reveal in chapters, each one more generous than the last. Your voice carries your power, not volume, texture. When I was scared, my voice went thin and high. I learned a time signature for speech. 3 beats to begin. Inhale, drop your shoulders, find your lower notes. 2 beats to deliver. Choose words that feel like velvet, soft, clear, deliberate. 1 beat to land. A small silence. Let your words arrive in them. Silence is expensive. Spend it. Confidence isn't the absence of shaking. It's what you do while you tremble. I used to hide my hands when I was nervous. Now I let them speak. The bracelet pause is a favorite. Touch your wrist lightly, like adjusting a bracelet, right before you make a point. It slows the room. It gives your sentence a runway. You don't wave your hands. You compose the air. I'll tell you something true. Beauty grows in private rituals. 10 minutes alone before any entrance. I sit by a mirror I trust, not because it's kind, but because I am. I think of one thing I adore about myself, a stubborn kindness, a curve of a lip, a way I bounce back. Then I whisper it like a spell. I am warm. I am soft. I am steel wrapped in silk. I tap a finger under my chin, right where tension collects, and I exhale. If you can, light a single candle. Make the room woman-shaped. Some people think seduction is a performance for men. It isn't. It's an offering to your own spirit. Men, women, strangers, whoever they are, they're drawn to a woman who is a good hostess to her own soul. Halfway through, let me ask you something intimate. What part of your presence do you want to be remembered for? Your walk, your voice, your tenderness? Tell me in the comments. And if you want more of these private lessons, come closer, subscribe, and stay in this little circle where we keep the good secrets. Let's step back into the room. You've got your 8-count walk. Now match it with the warm, cool dance. It's not about playing games. It's about maintaining oxygen in the flame. Warm is your open shoulder, a slow smile, a question that invites the other person to unfold. Cool is your gentle return to yourself. Eyes roaming the room, a sip of water, a little breath that says, I don't disappear into anyone. Alternate, warm, cool, warm, cool. You're not rejecting, you're breathing. A confession about romance. I kept losing myself trying to be adored. The trick was to adore my life first. Book a small date with yourself. A matinee, a park bench with a paperback, an hour in a museum. Bring that freshness back to the next kiss. People can taste whether you own your time. Now, the heel whisper. Shoes are a language. When you walk, imagine your heel writing a tiny letter on the floor. Dear world, I am arriving. Then your toes sign it. With love. That playful picture keeps your steps light and precise. It stops the clump. If you're in flats, roll through the foot as though you're smoothing silk with each stride. Your walk shouldn't be a march. It should be a glide with a signature. Keep your eyes soft at the edges. Predatory eyes frighten. Distracted eyes forget. Soft eyes invite. Think of watching snowfall. You're not chasing any one flake. You're enjoying the drift. That's how you look at a room. When you meet someone's gaze, don't lock it like a duel. Let your eyes dance to the corner for a heartbeat and return. It creates a delicious tension. Available, not desperate. A word about perfume. Yes, it matters. But more important is how the scent lives off your story. Apply it to skin where your blood is curious. Wrists, behind ears, the bend of the arms. Then dab a tiny whisper in your hairbrush and pass it once through the ends. Hair remembers. And when you hug goodbye, you leave a little cloud that says, Maybe you'll think of me when the elevator doors close. If a conversation slows, don't rush to fill the silence. Try the porcelain sip. Lift your glass like it's fragile. 2 fingers supporting the base, eyes slightly downward, and take the smallest sip. It buys you time. It signals poise. Then answer with a smile that starts in one corner of your mouth. People will feel the control without even knowing why. Sometimes the room feels like a test. That's when you use the invisible curtain. Imagine a sheer curtain behind you, attached from crown to tailbone. As you walk or stand, it draws you upward while your knees stay soft. It makes you taller without strain and calmer without stiffness. Your presence becomes suspended, like a note held by a good singer. If insecurity taps your shoulder, because it will, answer it with a private cue. Mine is the lip press promise. I press my lips together gently, not enough to smudge, just enough to feel the shape of my mouth. That sensation reminds me that I carry my own sweetness. Then I inhale through my nose, count to 2, and let the exhale warm my tongue. It drops my voice half an octave. I sound like I trust myself, even before I fully do. People respond to the sound of certainty. In love, never confuse attention with intimacy. Attention is loud. Intimacy is quiet. Practice the soft ask. Instead of, "Why didn't you call?" Try, "I missed you. I was hoping to hear your voice." Clear, warm, and unmistakably you. The feminine asks without begging. She invites without chasing. One last detail for your 8-count walk. On 7, the pause. Let your fingertips skim the fabric of your skirt or the seam of your trousers. It's not fidgeting, it's a punctuation mark. It tells your body, "I'm here." It tells the room. She notices the details, her own and mine. Men and women both will feel that. And when you leave, don't vanish like a dropped glove. Use the afterglow. Before the door closes, look back. Not a full turn, just your cheek and your eyelashes. Hold it for a heartbeat, then go. You don't owe the room your entire life. You gave it a moment, and that's enough. Let's gather the treasures. Your walk is an 8-count melody. Breathe, place, melt, receive, pause, smile. Your voice has a time signature. 3 beats to begin, 2 to deliver, 1 to land. Your listening is a velvet triangle. Your mystery lives in one closed drawer, opened slowly, lovingly. Your beauty comes from dew, from light, from kindness to your mirror. Your flirtation is a warm, cool dance that keeps oxygen in the flame. Your perfume leaves a whisper, not a shout. And your spirit? She's the hostess of the whole party. When you doubt, remember this. I was not born a myth. I built a rhythm. I rehearsed my softness. I carved little moments into marble with patience. And you can do that, tonight, tomorrow, forever. Walk as though every step is a yes to yourself. Speak like silk, but hold steel in your spine. Love with open hands and good boundaries. Be a woman people remember for the way they felt in your presence. Every woman carries a Monroe effect. It isn't mine to gatekeep. It's yours to awaken. Start with the 8-count walk. Then add one secret tonight. Your laugh, your glow, your listening tilt. Little by little, you'll feel the room turn toward you like flowers to a window. And you'll know, you didn't trick anyone. You simply remembered who you are.